OpenClaw is an amazing piece of software, but it can be frustrating, brittle, and really not very efficient as a work tool if you're not setting it up just right. And for a lot of us, Claude Code is the answer for maximum productivity per hour spent. In this video, I'm going to share 5 ways that I've kind of merged the concepts from OpenClaw that I really like into Claude Code to make it more portable, make it more accessible, and make it more user-friendly, especially when I'm on the go. And the first one here is giving me remote access to Claude Code anywhere all the time. And so if you've set up your OpenClaw on a VPS, like a DigitalOcean droplet or a Hetzner VPS, you know it's always on, it's always there, it's always going. You lose power at your house, your Mac Mini that's sitting in the corner, doesn't really matter, right? I've done the same with Claude Code, and I do most of my work in Claude Code in the cloud, and I just SSH from my computer or from my phone. So I wrote about this on X, and you can see the article here. I'll link this in the description below. But basically, I can SSH into a DigitalOcean droplet on my phone securely, open a terminal app on my phone, and work in Claude Code. And it has all of the context, all of the setup, all the documents, everything exactly how I work at my computer, just on my phone, because I'm doing this in the cloud. Very much the setup of an OpenClaw, where everything is living in one place with all of the context there, and you're accessing it from just a different place. That's the gateway concept in OpenClaw. I'm basically saying, hey, I like working in the terminal or an emulator. On my computer, I use Ghosty. On my phone, I use an app called Terminus, and it lets me go in there. I have all the repos that I've cloned on this droplet, and so I'm working in the cloud most of the time, whether it's from my computer or from my phone. So I have complete synchronicity across all of my Claude Code projects, no matter where I'm working. Cool. I'll link this article from X in the description below, and it walks you step by step through how to do it. Costs about $10 a month, and it really transforms the portability and durability of kind of all of your Claude Code sessions. Okay, and the second one isn't actually in Claude Code at all, but it's in Claude Cowork. And I think secretly, or maybe not secretly, the Anthropic team, after they didn't acquire OpenClaw and hire Peter Steinberger, the creator of OpenClaw, have been incrementally moving towards an OpenClaw-esque experience in their suite of products. And in Claude Cowork, which if you haven't used it yet, it's kind of the more accessible child or sibling of Claude Code. So it runs in the Claude app on your desktop, runs a lot like Claude Code in that it's local. It has access to any context in a folder you give it access to. But the real cool one here is you can go and say, schedule this thing to happen. So much like we all think it's magic that OpenClaw can just do things magically at 2 a.m. in the morning and then send us a report, all it really is Cron. And so, so Anthropic has created this concept in Claude Cowork. You could do the same thing in your Claude Code as well. So you could come over to Claude Code and just say, set up a cron to run this code review scan every morning at 3 a.m. If the computer is on, if the computer is not on, do it as soon as I wake up in the morning, right? And so if I were to hit enter right now, like this would just be set up. It would set up cron on my computer, which cron, for those of you who don't know, is just a technical term for like a schedule on a computer for a task to be run. And so you could just come into your Claude Code and just say, hey, like, just do this thing for me. OpenClaw is not magic. It's taking some of the really smart concepts from these primitives like cron and just applying them automatically and kind of demystifying some of the more technical things. But we can do all these with Claude Code, especially if your Claude Code is always running in a VPS like I run mine often. Okay, and another place where the Anthropic and Claude Code teams are making Claude Code seem a little more OpenClaw-esque and always accessible is remote control. And so if you come into your Claude Code terminal here and just say /remote control, you can set up, okay, so now I can code wherever I want with this a continuation of this session. And so this is a great way. So you can come over to your phone and start coding in the Claude Code app or the Claude app on your phone to continue the session that you had going here. Really cool way to take something that you're doing on your desktop, move it to your phone so you continue, you don't lose context, you don't lose all that kind of momentum that you have. And look for the Anthropic and the Claude Code and Claude Co-work teams to add things like this continuously throughout the rest of this year and into next year, to where the parity between OpenClaw and I think Claude Code will close a lot, and they'll look really similar, but you can do a lot of these things today. And the next one is more of a mindset thing than anything, which is having a repo or a project for Claude Code on your computer called Second Brain. You can call it whatever you want, but the idea here is if you would have gone to ChatGPT or Claude Chat in the web to do a thing, you would come here and do this. And this is where all of the context about your life and your personal life and the decisions you're making, the things you're struggling with will happen. So, hey, I'm considering changing jobs. Hey, I'm considering acquiring a business. Hey, I want to lose 10 pounds. Hey, here's my P&L for the last year. Where am I losing money? Hey, I want to create 5 new YouTube videos this week. What should I write about? Hey, pull in all my YouTube analytics and let's ideate on what's going on here. And actually, this is a place where Claude Code and OpenClaw run in parallel for me, because my OpenClaw has access to my Second Brain repo. And so I push this at the end of every day to GitHub, and my OpenClaw has access to that. So it just is, sometimes I want to work in Claude Code on my computer, but I want my OpenClaw, Janet, to have context of all of that stuff. And so I'm kind of mirroring these two. You can see how these two systems are really coming together very nicely. And I think at some point we kind of have to decide, like, hey, I'm going to put all of my eggs in one basket or the other, so I'm not duplicating things. But really, I have minimized the amount of work I need to do between these two. But the real big kind of mindset thing here is the Second Brain concept preserves all of the important context that you have as an operator, as a business person, as an individual contributor in your company, as just a high agency kind of person. And the way that we're doing that is a skill that I created. And then you can just tell your Claude Code to do this, and it's called Decision Journal. This is kind of like the memory function inside of OpenClaw, but it's really specific. So if I run Decision Journal, hey, log this conversation we were just talking about, it'll take all of the current context from a thread that I have from a session in Claude Code and log that just as a markdown file in the context folder. And so what this does is, as opposed to context being lost when a session ends or my computer decides to restart itself and lose all of that session, it's preserved forever. So if I go back 3 months from now and say, hey, remember when I uploaded my company's P&L? I want to take a look at how we can save an extra $5,000 this year. Or, hey, I want to continue the discussion we had around increasing my thought leadership on LinkedIn, or whatever it is, right? You're not losing context and memory, really, between Claude Code sessions if you're writing some of these important things that you've decided to memory, and you're doing this via some kind of slash command or agent that I call Decision Journal. Okay, and the last one we're going to build here on the fly, because I just had this idea. I don't know if you guys ever do this. I had this idea. I wake up like the other night and I'm like, oh, this would be the coolest thing ever. I should do this, and we're going to build it live here on the video. Okay, so the concept is, on my phone, I use my phone more for OpenClaw than I do my computer. I use Telegram, and I can send a message from Telegram, and Janet, my OpenClaw, just sees it and does things, and magically kind of things happen. I want to be able to do that to Claude Code as well. Again, kind of the parity between the two. I haven't really fully bought into one camp or the other, and I want to be able to persist information in both places. And so what I want to do, I'm just going to describe it to Claude Code, and it's just going to build it right here on the fly. So I'll use Super Whisper. You see a little thing pop up to where I talk into the microphone and it transcribes it onto my computer so I don't have to type. But I'm just going to describe what I want. I want to create a system to where when I talk into a certain Telegram bot or type something into a Telegram bot from my phone, it gets sent to a VPS to log in a markdown file. And then every 15 minutes, this Claude Code project called Second Brain that we're in right now will look at that folder and pull that in as context to store persistently in the context area. The goal for this is sometimes I'm on the go and I want to just send a quick message to Claude Code, but Claude Code is running in the cloud and I don't want a VPS. I don't want to log into a VPS, or maybe it's just a quick note or something and I just want to share a concept. I want to be able to send a message in a Telegram bot and it gets stored in a way to where you in this Claude Code session or this repo called Second Brain can access it and remember that context later, or ask me about it if I ask you to set a reminder. So help me architect what that could look like. Cool. And so Claude, obviously really smart. Actually, interestingly, as of the recording of this, I find Opus 4.6 got enormously dumber since the weekend. So we'll see how it does here. But this is the kind of concept to where you should take ideas you have in your head about how you can make your AI systems work better for you in the way that you work, and just talk to it about this stuff. And so I just explained a very basic thing to Claude, and it was like, cool. Okay, so architecture is Telegram to VPS to Second Brain. Telegram bot, right? That this lives in the VPS. Great. Writes to this inbox. Cool. I just had a call with Daniel. Right. Okay. So that's cool. Video idea, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now sync VPS to this repo. Two options. The first is rsync cron, probably the simplest. And the other is like a GitHub action. I can see either of these working. And then a new file called context inbox messages that gets pulled. You could also run a /inbox command that reads it and summarizes these options. So we'll run a Python script on a VPS. The Telegram bot appends that file, a cron job that rsync, so it's like downloads from that onto this repo every 15 minutes, writes into this file, and then I can run the / command. Pretty cool, right? So like we'll set this up and do this, but this is just a way where you're like, hey, maybe I don't want to set up a VPS. I don't want to be coding on my phone. I want to code and I want to use Claude Code on my computer only, but I want the portability of OpenClaw without using OpenClaw, maybe, because truth be told, like it's kind of a pain, right? It's absolutely that kind of concept is the future, but today, without getting into OpenClaw and your own machine and all the security that goes along with it, you could set up what we're talking about here in 5 minutes and have all of the portability and accessibility of OpenClaw inside Claude Code to say, hey, I want to send a message to where it has this context, it has this thing. If I'm waiting for my kid after soccer, I can send this message, and then when I'm back at my computer, it might ping me and be like, hey, I just pulled this bit of context you just sent. What do you want to do with this? That's the vision, and that's how we all should be thinking about using AI agents in our business to be more productive. And so as you can see, there's a lot of similarities and differences between Claude Code and OpenClaw, and I'm spending a lot of time trying to get OpenClaw working better and better. And check out this video over here where I share the 7 things I've learned recently to make OpenClaw actually efficient and effective for me at work.